gives you directions when circumstances create confusions. My wife was coming from work this morning, and she said, the police are everywhere here. I said, madam, use GPS. Praise God. Because she already planned that this is the shortest road to house. Something has already happened on the road. Now she has to depend on the same GPS because she only depended on her skills. Brethren, wisdom of God to depend on divine navigators will prevent us costly mistakes during difficult times. Wisdom enables us to turn adversity into opportunities. On this journey of life, you can depend on your brain. It's called IQ, intellectual intelligence. It helps you based on what you know. You are intelligent. You know this. You know that. You have read it in the book. You have experience like this. That is one. In time of need, in time of challenges. But you will soon know that somebody is more intellectual than you. Somebody is more qualified than you based on their brain. You may want to switch to another level of intelligence that is called what? Emotional intelligence. Very powerful. Ability to relate with people. Then you use it to make decisions. And the last one, which is more important, is called spiritual intelligence. To navigate the journey of life, whereby everybody has IQ, they have EQ, whereby they can use AI. Your only advantage is SQ. As a child of God, the only advantage you have over all that is personified for you is SQ. Everything else could be cloned. If you want to use the AI, somebody else can also use the same intelligence. But there's something that when you depend on spiritual intelligence, there are wisdom in God that no eyes have what? Have seen, that no ears have heard, that no mind has known, that only what? Reserved for those that pray into God and say, Lord, I need something fresh. So if we are going to navigate the season of life, which all of us, because life I've come to know is not a straightforward road. Is that not true? How many of us know that it's not straightforward? Even your flight on air is not straightforward. They don't just fly like this. They don't. There are places they don't fly. They have to fly like this. So that if it is where you are going, even on air, when there is no road, when there is no this one, they still know that what? They don't fly straight. Life is not straightforward. It's only to heaven that is straightforward. Praise God. Everything else, you have to navigate. How do we turn our adversity into opportunities? Trust in what? What is our advantage? SQ. I think that's very easy for everybody to know. You have IQ, EQ, AI, and what? SQ. So when you are in that trouble, who did you switch to? Praise God. In the book of Acts chapter 16, verse 25 to 26, some people were caught in a most difficult time of their life. Paul and Silas. And they don't know what to do. What is more dangerous than for somebody to be in prison? They were kidnapped. Praise God. And they wanted to kill them the following day. They used their brain. The door cannot open. They used EQ. They couldn't appeal to those guys. They have already taken wee. And there was no AI for them to use. How do we break this prison? The only thing they switch on to what? Spiritual intelligence. And they asked God, we need direction here. They start worshiping God. And the Bible says at midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and they are singing hymns. Why are they singing hymns? They are already going to be killed. But they know there is a God that is trustworthy. They know there is a God that is what? That is trustworthy. The wisdom in this is this. Wisdom to depend on the faithfulness of God. Say wisdom to depend on the faithfulness of God. That God will ever be faithful to his word. Why would the whole world come and be using American dollars? Trade on crude oil and everything in American dollars. Because they felt that what? American dollar is a little bit trustworthy. They have a system that helped it. They've been trying to put rubies and all those stuff. They don't trust themselves, those guys. Are you hearing what I'm saying now? So they couldn't, can we trust the whole system? But even American dollar can fail. But there is a God that cannot fail. It's the one you should trust. So regardless of what you are going through, is trustworthy. Help me tell your neighbor, God is trustworthy. Now, and his wisdom, when he's helping you to navigate, may not make sense to you. But when he makes faith, he will deliver. Let me tell you, it may not make sense. But if he makes faith, he will deliver. Because all you need is what? Is to be able to trust God enough to believe the navigation. Is that not true? There are places you have gone that the only reason why you are there is because you just trust the system, the navigation. Is that not true? They said this. How many of you have not been to America? And we sat there in the plane. They boarded us. They said, where we are going is America. And we believe the pilot. Why are you here? Praise God. Because you believe the pilot. And the pilot believed in the navigation. And here we are. You arrive in Cincinnati. Praise God. All because you trust the system. Now, when we come to God, we want to use our brain when He's guiding us to navigate hard time. Then we always find ourselves in trouble. Because there's somebody God just wants to speak to you simply on navigation. No matter how tough a matter is, if you know how to switch to spiritual navigation, you will skate through. It doesn't matter how hard, it doesn't matter who is against you, it doesn't matter who is for you. If you can just say, Lord, what is the way out here? Show me a way out. You will be surprised there is a way maker where there is no way. You'll be surprised that what? When you increase, this is a wisdom. And it's our only advantage. Tell me your neighbor, it's your only advantage. You don't have any other advantage above this. That is why we do not just war like what? Like men walk. The Bible says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are strong in God, in pulling down the stronghold of darkness. Brother, when they are singing him, does that make sense? Does that make sense? It doesn't. But to God, it makes faith. Is that not true? That is enough. You are here. You are in a season of life. I say you can't even see the next. You can't see what tomorrow holds. You can't see what next month holds. And for you, the end has come. Unto you, God decided that we should not bother on things we have. All you need to switch to is spiritual intelligence.